I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Whoa. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up, 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 up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up, 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 up. I was down, but now I'm.
What's going on, everybody? Pete Sands, and we are here for this week's episode of Restore the Ridge with my man Kyle Brooks. Kyle, what's going on, buddy?
Another great week, beautiful day out here at the Ridge.
It is
Can't
gorgeous
beat it.
out here. We're out here on 14th Green Complex, and last week we kind of talked a little bit about fall. As you can see, the leaves are still falling, the trees are still changing colors, but this week we're going to kind of talk about what to expect kind of going into winter and what you're going to do to the golf course in the winter time, not so much project wise, but how do you just keep feeding it and how do you keep making advancements to the course even though when we're such a cold dormant type weather. So we're standing on a green that is pretty bright green, and my knowledge of grass is usually when it gets colder the green will kind of go into like a grayish purple, kind of not so bright green color. So why is this green so green?
Right, yeah, the Tiff Eagle, type of greens we have, when you get the frost, kind of like we had the last couple weeks, they actually get kind of purplish, and then they do get off color when we start to move into dormancy. So we definitely change our greens programs, going into winter. We're not putting in nitrogen inputs like we would normally be. We're not, actively growing as much grass. With this weather right now, we are still a little bit.
Yeah, it's like 85 out here right now. I got a jacket on and looking snazzy, but definitely about to start sweating here in a minute.
It's close. Yeah, so we go into like I said, more winter program where we're basically more just fungicides, pigment. We'll do some added iron and things for color. Keep the greens with good color and uniformity, but fungicide is kind of the biggest.
So when you say pigment, that's basically painting the grass, right? Like it's a spray that or I guess a additive that you put into your spray rig when you spray greens that will legitimately just paint the golf course, right?
Right. It is a colorant. It does have some some minor packages of some nutrients in it, some things that help harden off the plant, help out with stress levels and the hardiness of the plant into the winter, but not as much, like I said, the nitrogen inputs, things like that are pretty much taken out. We're not trying to actively grow grass.
Yeah, so, and when you say fungicide, basically you are being preventative at that point in time, right?
Correct,
like you're not reacting to anything in the wintertime, especially, it will probably snow. We will have to cover the greens at some point this winter. But what you're doing is you're trying to kind of keep the grass happy. So when we get into the spring, it comes out happy. Is that kind of correct?
Yeah, and this, next week with the time change, we get shorter days, a lot less sunlight. The moisture kind of hangs around there a little longer, not as much sunshine. So our fungicide is definitely preventative. If we ever get into a scenario where we do have something pop up, we can put something down then, but prevention is 100% the way to go. Anything we can prevent from happening.
And what do you expect kind of, how the greens are going to roll? Are they going to be quicker, slower?
Yeah,
obviously, you're not going to be cutting much grass. So are we going to be rolling them? Are we going to be, cutting the cup less because there's not that recovery time? Kind of walk us through that a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Cutting cup, we'll cut cups a little bit less, and obviously according to play, if we have a super busy day, if we don't have as many golfers, more rolling than mowing. And also we'll go into, our top dressing will be a little lighter top dressing, not as frequent, and we'll use a black sand that actually helps hold some heat, collects sunlight, holds heat in the greens, but keeping them smooth and uniform. And then the color into the pigment, which is, a little bit of iron, mostly what you see here, and keeps them looking good throughout the winter.
Yeah, and what about like the rest of the golf course? So, obviously we did some overseed that we talked about last week on a couple tee boxes. What about the rest of the course? So we just kind of, it is what it is this time of year. Are we, any mowing patterns? Are we just kind of cleaning it up? Obviously, we saw, the last few days, as you can see kind of in the background, just leaves are dropping. So you're keeping the golf course clean. But kind of walk us through a little bit of, not so much green maintenance, but kind of the rest of the golf course.
Yeah, leaves is a big thing right now. The leaves are very actively falling. We've got blowers going in the background, mulching blades on mowers. We've got large vacuums. We're vacuuming up the leaves in areas we can't blow them. Mowing frequencies on tees and fairways and stuff, obviously definitely back down. We're not growing near as much grass. So a lot of the mowing that we are doing is cleaning up, like divots, leaves, things like that. So once, right now the weather, you can't tell, but once we stay in more of a cold pattern, the frequencies definitely drop off. So.
Yeah, and I mean that gives us, because we're not having to go out there and put a bunch of mowers out there, that does give us more time to do some of the projects that we talked about, which we'll be kind of tackling here in the next few weeks. But we're actually waiting for a little cold snap. So I mean,
hey, we'll take it right now.
We'll take some
come out and play while you can.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. But all right, well, cool. So that kind of gives us some good information about what to expect. Not just on the greens, but also other course. So, you will see mowers out there. I mean, but like you said, they're going to be kind of mulching and doing some cleanup stuff rather than actually cutting the grass. So, it's kind of one of those, you might see something and think that something is going on, but it's actually, there's another purpose behind it. And that's kind of the reason why we want to do this Restore the Ridge. So when you guys see something that's out there that looks a little oddball, like a mower in 45-degree weather, you're not cutting grass, but we're actually cleaning up leaves or mulching some leaves or doing any of that. But what else you got? Anything?
Like I said, the next couple of weeks, the weather has been great for the overseeding of the par 3 tees. We got some good seed popping on those. So, within the next 2 weeks, you'll start seeing some cuts on those overseeded tees. And, that will obviously look way different than the dormant Bermuda grass. So you will see some, some nice striping, a lot brighter grass color on those tees. And then, like I said, leaf cleanup is priority right now, staying on top of it. We also have the development, the roads, the neighborhoods along with the golf course, and we're staying active on our projects. I mean, trying to make progress every single day. And
yeah, I mean, I got to compliment you and you guys. We talked about it this morning. I looked out, and I mean, even looking down here on 14, I mean, the golf course is unbelievably clean right now for the amount of leaves that are dropping, probably by the thousands by the minute type situation. So kudos to you and your team. Once again, if you see the guys out there, give them a, hey, we appreciate it. It goes such a long way for them, because they are out here working hard every day to make this golf course better for not just me, but you guys as well. And, we're excited about 2025. We're excited about all the projects that we're doing and going to do. Sunflower Lounge, we're making progress on that. So
sunflower gear today.
You got your sunflower gear on underneath the nice Cherokee Ridge hoodie, but that should be opened up hopefully by December 1st, if not earlier. Big Sunflower Classic on the 23rd, so that's kind of the shooting opening date for the Sunflower Lounge, which is not just an area that we can do some fun content stuff, but also an indoor hitting simulator that will give everybody the opportunity to keep their golf swing kind of lubed up in the winter time when it's 45 degrees and the only thing out here is going to be a mower cleaning up leaves. So because it's going to be cold. But
also the Tournament of Champions coming up.
Yes, Tournament of Champions. Yes, so that is the 10th and 11th, which is a Sunday Monday, which is a little odd for us, but because of we're in Alabama and college football is king around here, we actually decided to do it on Sunday, and then Monday's a holiday. Monday's Veterans Day. So Sunday, Monday, the 10th and 11th, we will find out who the player of the year is, and that player will receive his 2025 membership, complimentary for being player of the year. But if you've received that email or that text, if you cannot play, please let me know, because I got other guys that are looking to play. But that should be a fun event. We'll have a champions dinner the 10th that evening, eat some good food, have some laughs, kind of thanking everybody for such a great tournament year. And the tournament schedule for 2025 is out, so check that out. You should have got an email on that, or it's on any of our social stuff. But I think that's about it, Kyle. I mean, appreciate it. If you don't already, like us on all our social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and we will see you next week on Restore the Ridge.
Awesome. Thank you.
I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no luck. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Whoa. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah. all got